Alright, we're going to do a quick video on how to cock a Raven crossbow for my customers that have a video to go back, and that way they can do it when they're not around. First things first, there's a lever in the back of the stock. That is what pushes piece down to go to connect to the string where you can draw it back. So first thing we're going to do, when you first get to your crossbow, is going to be here. Alright? So the first thing we have to do is put the cocker on the crossbow. So we're going to set it on there. To get to where you can move this lever down, you have to put pressure on here. We're going to put pressure on the cocker, and while we are applying pressure, we're going to push this down. And we're going to go out a half turn. Then we can take our cocker off because the pressure is relieved from it. Next, we're going to hold the lever down. While we're holding the lever down, we're going to drop this down to the string. Alright, you have to hear a loud click before you start cranking up, because it will catch on there and it will not fire when you go back. So make sure you press down and you hear the loud click. There it was. Okay? Yep. Now we're going to take our thumb off the lever. Now we can put our cocker back on and we can cock it up until it seats. Boom. It is seated right here. See how there's no space? No space. It is seated in the back end. Now, we're done with our cocker for now. Now, we're going to take a bolt. The number 2 thing you have to do on these crossbows when you're putting the bolt in. First off, all feather down on a crossbow, so white feather down. We're going to thread it through here. Then we're going to set it in here. So the arrow sits in here, arrow sits right in there. Alright, the other thing you have to do, a lot of crossbows, 10 points, Wicked Ridge, all that, you can set them in there and they will go off. A Raven will not. It has another safety feature, so that it cannot be dry fired. You have to grab the bolt and push it down till you hear a click.
Okay.
Alright?
Yep.
It is set. Now it is ready to hunt, ready to fire. All you got to do is take it off safety and shoot.
Where's the
That's
safety?
it.
That's the only safety you have to jack with.
That is correct.
Alright.
That's the only safety.
Turn this off now.
Got my man Mr. Tinsley here teaching him how to do it. Alright, we're going to see if Mr. Tinsley can get her cranked. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I guess. Do I need this?
Yeah. Remember the first step. Set it on there. Alright, now remember what we do first? We take the pressure off and push that lever down. There you go. Now come out a half turn. Alright, now you can take this off. While you're holding that down, push it down the string. Perfect. Alright.
Click.
There, you heard the click. So now you take that. Alright, now make sure you take your thumb off of that, because if you crank and you slip and your thumb's pushing down on that, it will get away. So you're perfect. Now keep going. You alright? Now always put a little pressure on it there. That way it helps. Right. Whoa. Your bottom, you're backed up right here. You don't want to go any farther. So you made it all the way, so now take your crank off.
Well, it didn't click.
It don't click coming back. Remember?
Get off of there, you son of a bitch.
Alright. Now, so you put the arrow in.
That's right, so far, huh?
Right, so far, just I don't like people going real far down in here just in case. So keep your hand up here. You got to put it in the hole. Now, keep your fingers up here. Don't put your fingers down here. Keep your fingers up here. There you go. There you go. You're in the white. Now you got to hear the click.
Okay.
There you go. You heard the click.
Yep.
All right. There's your safety. Shoot it into that target. Take it off safety when you're ready. That finger off the trigger. Nope, you got to push the safety down. It's down. You good? You got it? There she is. Look at you. Bullseye.
Why he doesn't do that shit?